So I really like to start my week off with a challenge, and kickboxing is that one class that I know is going to challenge me. It's going to rev things up, get my heart pumping, and sets the tone for the rest of the week. Boy, what a way to start the week off, eh? This lady is something else. For somebody that small and not stature, I have no idea where she get that kind of stamina from, but I am done at this point, y'all. With a few minutes left in this workout, we both gave out at the same time. And I couldn't help but bust out in a laugh because she's the instructor, she's just going. Everybody is like half dead at this point. We're just trying to make it through, and the legs are just not cooperating. The mind is willing, but the body is like, nah, we good. I tried kept reminding myself that I made it through almost all of the workout at this point. I'm just trying to push through, dig deep, and find the little bit of energy that I need to get through the last few minutes of this workout. We kind of just winding down, getting into like the stretching positions before we head out. And just stretching it out before heading out, and I made it. Thank God. I didn't give up. I pushed through, and one workout is in the bag. Alright, so I just finished kickboxing, and it was a good workout as usual. And I am going to head home, start the rest of my day. So let's get moving, guys. Monday movements are always good because it sets the tone for the rest of the week. Thinking about putting this video together, one thing that I really wanted to highlight was the connection between our mental health and also our physical health. I know for me, my personal journey, whenever there's been a decline in my mental health, my physical health has also suffered as a result of that. So for me, this journey is about holistic health, and being in the field that I work, which I am a doctor of professional counseling, and I've been doing therapy for quite some times, almost 10 years actively practicing. So I have quite a bit of experience in this field, and always try to be mindful of how intact my mental health has been. I know for a lot of people, whenever there's a decline in their mental health, an increase in anxiety or depression, there is usually a sudden or drastic weight gain or weight loss that follows as well. In addition, stress can play a crucial role in whether we're able to retain or whether we're able to lose weight. So, whatever end of the spectrum you're on, whether it's difficult for you to gain and maintain a healthy weight, or whether it is difficult for you to lose and maintain a healthy weight. So I wanted to spend some time and talk a little bit about that because the two do correlate. All right. So how do you go about starting a health journey and also paying attention to what's going on with your mental health? So here in America, mental health is something that is normalized. People go to therapy. I know some parts of the world therapy isn't as readily accepted, but I can say that there are many benefits to going to therapy. For one, as a therapist, we usually practice applying skills and working from a specific treatment modality to assist our clients with moving through whatever identified stressor or whatever identified problems that they might come in with. So I would highly recommend therapy for that reason, because it's not just about having someone to sit down and talk to, but it's also about going through a mode of treatment that increases awareness to the problem that you're currently faced with, and also increasing that ability to cope through learning coping skills. So I think therapy is a very useful tool, and it should be coupled whenever we're thinking about embarking on any kind of health or lifestyle journey. One thing that I did want to touch on is how stress impacts our body. So in this field again, because mental health care field closely aligns with other practitioners of health care, and so we're knowledgeable that as we are in a heightened level of stress, our stress hormone cortisol also increases. Why is this significant? All right, this is significant because cortisol plays a crucial role in how our body breaks down and processes and stores fat. So it is very crucial for us to understand that as we are in what we call fight or flight situation, whenever stress is sustained. So take, for example, someone who is going through a loss. You've lost a significant loved one, you've lost a job, someone moved away, someone passed away. All of these things, even though those are just a few examples, are examples of how stress can play a role in affecting how our body actually works on breaking down and storing fat. All right. So cortisol is identified as that stress hormone, and as our stress levels increases, our body sends a signal to release higher amounts of cortisol. Why does this happen? This happens because in a fight or flight state, our bodies need to be ready and equipped to take on those stressors. In that sense, that is a good thing. However, if this is sustained over time, then what happens to us is that our blood sugar now becomes out of whack because we're secreting high levels of cortisol, which can also impact how insulin is also broken down and used. And this will definitely increase our hunger, because if we're not regulating our insulin properly, there could be an increase in hunger, a lot of cravings. That's going to encourage you to eat more. So that is one of the reasons why when you're stressed, you tend to have an increased urge to snack, and to snack on high fat, high fat foods that to you might be soothing. There's a reason why you're doing that. That cortisol level is typically out of whack. Another important thing to note when it comes to cortisol is that as cortisol levels rise, so does our blood pressure. That is not good for us over long term and can lead to other health issues. So working on reducing stress is very important, and it goes hand in hand, or should go hand in hand, as you embark on that healthcare journey. So for me, I'm trying to balance the two things. I am trying to increase physical exercise. Yes, that is definitely a goal, because I feel like moving my body also, it motivates me to do other things in my life that impacts my health. So if I'm moving more, it usually motivates me to eat better. And so it has a catalyst kind of effect. It encourages another positive behavior. So now maybe I'm tracking what I'm eating, maybe I'm drinking more water, maybe I'm getting more sunlight. So I like to always start with movement, because that, for me, that's usually the easiest way to get into the swing of working on improving my overall health. An initial sign of depression can also be an increase in your cortisol levels. So if you're considering checking on your baseline, as far as your physical health, cortisol levels would be something that you could also check to see if that is elevated with outside of your normal range. All right, so that's a good place to start. So now that we know that cortisol plays an important role in either preventing you from gaining a healthy amount of weight, or on the opposite side of that, losing weight to get to a healthy weight range, what's the next step? I would say the next step would be to increase movement. That's gonna be very helpful in terms of just lowering your stress levels. As we exercise, our bodies secrete hormones that helps to level out that cortisol. The thing that you can consider doing is, of course, working on your diet. So we're going to try to weed out some of the unhealthy things that we eat. It's not always easy to cut out some of the stuff that we eat on a regular basis, because it just tastes so good, but it is not good for us. So everything in moderation is always a good start. So if you are consuming fast food every single day of the week, maybe cutting that back to 2 or 3 days in the first week, and then gradually getting to a place where your diet is a lot healthier. So I would not recommend you going cold turkey on cutting out things that are unhealthy, only because I know the psychological impact of that. Developing a new habit takes time. So I would say start gradual and build up that routine. So we're going to increase movement. We're also going to work on eliminating unhealthy foods from our diet. That would be a place to go. I would say, depending on the level of stress that you're experiencing, I would encourage you seeking therapy. That would be beneficial. Starting journaling, and finding, if you're not able to start therapy where you are for whatever reason, finding at least an identified support person with whom you're able to have those heart-to-heart conversations, with whom you're able to release some of those pent-up emotions that is contributing to the high levels of stress, and also making it difficult for you to meet that health goal. All right, so that's gonna be where I'm going to encourage us to start for this week, and let's see where that goes. I'm interested to see the feedback that you guys give in terms of what are some of the things that's impacted your mental health over the past few weeks, over the past few years? How have you been coping? Is it easy to access mental health care where you are? Please share your feedback in the comments below. I would love to see that. Also, if you'd love to see more mental health content down below, I would love to see if this is something that you guys would be interested in me sharing, and I'd be happy to share if that's something that you're interested in. All right, guys, so take care, be safe, move your body, eat healthy, and I will see you on the next one.